Michael Phelps won 5 national titles in the Summer Nationals in Irvine several weeks ago, but broke no records. So he comes to these Pan Pacs on a mission. He wants best times, and he's starting with his most anticipated event.
I'm excited about the 200 fly. I'm happy that that event is first. You know, that's at Nationals I had 2 turns that I felt like I was a 10-year-old swimmer again, and you know, those were little tiny mistakes that I shouldn't be making. So I think that's a good event that I'm starting out with.
I think he's right. I think he needs to clean up his turns. He had a horrible turn in the prelims, and Davis Tarwater, his teammate, will be very tough. Now, Davis swims with Michael in Ann Arbor for Club Wolverine. Can you imagine what it must be like to train with the greatest butterflyer in the world? That's why he's here. He's got a great talent, too.
And 2 very good Japanese swimmers, Ryuichi Shibata and Takeshi Matsuda, lanes 3 and 5. They flank Michael Phelps in this 200 fly, in which Phelps is the world record holder. He has the best 5 times in history at this distance, and Phelps has said even after the Nationals when he swam so well, Rowdy, he's looking for times. He wants to break records.
So tough. Can you imagine trying to break your own best time, and they just happen to be world records? So much pressure on Michael. Every time he dives into the water, you take Michael Phelps and Aaron Pearsall and Brendan Hansen. There's so much expected out of these guys when they dive in the water because their best times happen to be world records. And he hasn't gone a quote-unquote best time in 3 years in this event. And I think if he can clean it up and tweak a few things here and there, he'll flirt with it here in these finals.
And the first turn is 16/100ths under world record pace.
He's right on it, looking very comfortable. You see him in the middle of the screen, black cap. Japanese swimmers flank him. Interesting to note, Yamamoto, the 3rd Japanese swimmer, didn't make these finals. He won the silver behind Phelps, and a lot of people believe he was chasing him down. Not in these finals, though, but the Japanese swimmers are giving him a little bit of a race early on.
Yeah, Shibata looks like he's got a little lead on Phelps as they come here to the turn.
You know,
it is.
I have to tell you, Ted, I really don't think Phelps wanted to be in this position. Michael likes to force the pace, and what's happened now are the rest of the swimmers are forcing the pace early on. Now, he will be able to come home. He always does. He races so well. You see him to the right, but right now he's getting a good race from Shibata of Japan to his right. Left of the screen. Shibata still out ahead of him.
Wow, they're going to come to the 150 turn with Shibata in the lead, just slightly behind the pace, world record pace. Now Michael Phelps is going to turn it on.
Boy, did you see that turn? Michael Phelps just blew off that last wall, and all of a sudden, even comes into a full body length lead. Now you got to keep an eye on that world record. You certainly do. 153.93. Is he coming in? 10 meters left.
Can Phelps do it with a remarkable finish?
He did it!
He did! Incredible! Have you ever seen a swimmer with a gear like that? Second at the last turn, and he just blew away the field and blew away his own world record in the last 50.
Wow. Look at that, and you saw the excitement, you saw that energy after he finished that race, like, finally I got one, man. It's about time I did my best time in an event that I have the world record in. Look at this last turn right here. Shibata's in the white cap. You see, he touched first. This is the 3rd turn, then boom, watch him come off that wall, and then all of a sudden, you see him in the black cap. He kind of disappears from view. He goes real deep off that turn, Ted, and look at that. Shibata's already taken a couple strokes, and look at the body length lead he's built on Shibata in the world record to boot.
You just shake your head every time you see this guy, and I have a feeling that Craig Hummer's going to get to know Michael Phelps very well this weekend, Craig.